1973, a quiet and unassuming year. But in the world of psychology, it was a year that would birth one of the most groundbreaking, yet controversial, experiments of all time. An experiment so powerful, its implications for understanding the human mind sent shockwaves through the scientific community, leading to its ultimate ban. This is the story of the memory dazzle experiment. Dr. Lawrence Stubblefield, a respected psychologist at Stanford University, was obsessed with memory. In particular, he wanted to know if memories could be manipulated or even erased entirely. To explore this question, Dr. Stubblefield devised an audacious plan. He would attempt to implant false memories into the minds of his unsuspecting subjects. The memory dazzle experiment began with a simple premise. Dr. Stubblefield recruited 24 participants and divided them into pairs. He then showed each pair a series of photos depicting various everyday scenes, a picnic in the park, a child playing with a dog, or a man reading a newspaper. Crucially, half of these images contained subtle inconsistencies, an extra person, a different time of day, or an object that didn't belong. Next, Dr. Stubblefield brought each participant into a separate room and asked them to describe the photos they had just seen. Unbeknownst to them, their partner was listening in on an intercom. When a participant described an accurate image, their partner would be instructed to contradict their account, insisting that certain details were different from what the participant remembered. Over time, something astonishing happened. Participants began to question their own memories, incorporating their partner's false accounts into their recollections. It seemed as though Dr. Stubblefield had successfully implanted false memories, effectively rewriting the participants' past experiences. The scientific community was stunned. Never before had such a powerful demonstration of memory manipulation been attempted, let alone succeed. But with great power came great responsibility. As word of the memory dazzle experiment spread, concerns were raised about its ethical implications. Could this technique be used to brainwash or manipulate innocent people? What if someone's entire life story could be rewritten without their knowledge or consent? In response to these concerns, the American Psychological Association convened a panel of experts to review Dr. Stubblefield's work. After much deliberation, they concluded that the memory dazzle experiment posed an unacceptable risk to its participants and issued a rare and unprecedented ban on the study. Today, the memory dazzle experiment remains shrouded in mystery. While its findings have been both celebrated and feared, one thing is clear: the power of memory should never be underestimated. And as we continue to explore the depths of the human mind, it's essential that we do so with caution and respect for the delicate balance between truth and deception. So, the next time you find yourself flipping through old photos or reminiscing about days gone by, take a moment to marvel at the incredible complexity of memory and remember the strange yet true story of the memory dazzle experiment. Delve deeper into our tale, we must first introduce you to the minds behind this controversial research, Dr. Ewan Cameron and Project MKUltra. The story is as shocking as it is true. A genuine mystery rooted in real science that will leave you questioning the boundaries of ethical research. Dr. Ewan Cameron, a Scottish-born psychiatrist, rose to prominence in the field of psychoanalysis during the mid-20th century. He served as the president of several prestigious organizations, including the American Psychiatric Association and the World Psychiatric Association. However, it is his involvement with Project MKUltra that would forever tarnish his legacy. Project MKUltra, a covert research program operated by the Central Intelligence Agency, aimed to develop mind control techniques and drugs for interrogations and potential offensive uses. Lasting from the 1950s through the 1970s, the project involved dozens of American universities, hospitals, and prisons. Although the existence of MKUltra was officially acknowledged in 1973, many documents related to the program were destroyed, leaving much about its activities shrouded in mystery. Dr. Cameron's association with Project